Okay. Hi, my name is Lexi, and I will be presenting my year one career goal and plan for my final presentation in developing and exercising influence in organizations. So, my year one career goal, as I'm currently not working and in the process of applying for my first entry level position, I really want to focus on building a strong foundation for my career path. In order to do this, I will acquire and sustain an entry level position within the fashion industry. So I kept this goal pretty general as I am just starting out my career and not sure what I want to do yet exactly. So in the meantime, I just want to build a strong foundation to build off of once I do know what I want to do more specifically with my career. So here's a timeline of the milestones I will go through in order to achieve this goal. So right now, August through November, I'm applying for positions and working part-time with a recruiting agency. And I will continue this process through November to January 2018, and hopefully by the new year, have secured a fashion communications entry-level position. January through June 2018, I plan on continuing working there full time at this same company. And then by December 2018, I hope I'm growing within the company enough to maybe move up or start my own business where I can apply the knowledge and skills I've learned working in this position and apply them to my own business. So I have incorporated the unit lessons into each milestone to kind of lay out what steps I will be taking specifically to achieve this goal. So right now I feel is a good time to develop my personal brand as I'm applying for jobs and working part-time. I really have some time to reflect where I'm at in life and what I've been experiencing and how that is a part of who I am and therefore my personal brand. So with that, I will use Bridges' 3 stages of transitioning: ending, neutral zone, and new beginning. And to the right is a chart just explaining these phases more in depthly. As I am moving to California next month, I kind of feel like I'm in the ending zone. But once I determine that more fully, I can really ask myself what my values, strengths, and weaknesses are based on this transition that I am going through. And this is from Unit 1 and continuing developing a personal brand. Once I know who I am and therefore my personal brand is, I can assess and audit this existing brand. And with that, kind of reposition myself and rebalance what makes me me and how to communicate that in order to influence others' perceptions of me. So to the left is just a little diagram saying that your personal brand in general kind of makes up how you see yourself and how others see you. And this was taken from Unit 3. So giving and receiving feedback I feel is crucial at this point as I'm hoping to be in the process of securing a position and probably going on a lot of interviews at this point. So I'm sure I'll be getting a lot of feedback that I really want to use to my benefit. So in order to do this, I will create strategically aligned performance objectives as well as prepare effective performance reviews and analyze differences between them. If I do secure a position, I may have to be doing performance reviews for other coworkers. So these are just things I really want to start paying attention to as I am beginning my career. And this was from Unit 5. So strategic networking also I feel is very important at this point as I am securing this position. So I want to attend fashion conferences, networking events, utilizing LinkedIn a lot more and maybe using that to find these events. And while I'm there at these events, I want to find out what strategies really work best for me by identifying obstacles and then developing solutions to overcome them. And with that, I would use this to build real, genuine relationships with professionals at these events. And this includes advisors, mentors, sponsors, and stakeholders. And this is a Unit 4 lesson. So from Unit 6 and Unit 2, influencing others. As I am continuing this position and new to the company, I feel it's really important that I'm aware of how I am affecting others and making a good impression. So, with that, I want to understand which of Goldman's 6 leadership styles works best for me and the potential situations and circumstances that I may get into. That way, I know what leadership styles to utilize the most or which ones not to use depending on the situation. And also, I want to identify personal influencing skills and know how to leverage them successfully in the workplace. This way, I can learn to cope with different national, corporate, and even divisional cultures. And from Unit 6, I want to sharpen my cultural and emotional intelligence skills in order to manage many teams on a diverse and global scale. And just a quote I took from Unit 6 was, knowing what makes a group tick is just as important as understanding individuals. And I felt that this was very perspective in the sense that sometimes we make these one-on-one relationships, but kind of forget the bigger picture of where these people are from, what groups and organizations and cultures. So, understanding organizational politics from Unit 7, I feel will be very helpful as at this point I really want to move up in the company or start my own business to really jumpstart my career. So overall, I want to strengthen and become more flexible and confident in my organizational political skills and knowledge in order to move up in the company and start my own business. So with that, I will synthesize organizational politics and relate them to my own self-interest and goals. So kind of just figuring out what I want to achieve through these organizational politics and understand how different cognitive management styles relate to organizational life. So I kind of think of how upper management works and how the hierarchy works and how that relates to the overall structure of the organization. I also want to fully recognize and practice utilizing my leadership archetypes that I've learned from one of the readings in Unit 7 to improve my navigation of organizational politics. And as I was saying, become more flexible and confident toward my political savvy in missteps. So just being confident in what I do know and understand that I am still learning, but just becoming way more confident with this as I will want to be taking on more responsibilities in my career. So, in conclusion, I will use the lessons we learned in class in order to grow and build a strong foundation for my career path. Through this journey in achieving my goal, I will use this class's lessons to acquire my first job as a communications professional and to grow within a company and the fashion industry as a whole. And these are my references. And that is it. So thank you for listening and thank you for a great semester. And I hope you have a great rest of your summer. Thank you.